that perception of darkness is very much to do with forgetting who we are. It ties together, meaning if this is the root of forgetfulness, this is as well the root of turning it over into the purpose of what it was designed actually to reveal to us. Darkness appears when we forget to ask for help. Darkness appears when we forget whom and who we ask. And actually, darkness appears as a mercy. It's the first, one can say, the first symptom of Tzimtzum Bet. Meaning that when something higher is trying to extend itself to the need, or to maybe the unconscious desperate cry of the createe, the first reality that appears to the createe is darkness, because it's a state. It gives it a very accurate and acute description of its state. Its state of forgetting who we are, and the fact that we were created, and what is the purpose that we were created for. Okay. So if you can feel so vividly the darkness, the question where from and what in you is able to feel it, and actually who caused the feeling in you, can be very much alive. So it's not how do I escape it. For my mind, it's surprising that you don't understand that living in America today is living at a period of the collapse of an empire, and you just see it caving into itself. So it is quite clear what is happening. There's no surprise. It's been due. It is happening. It's not even the reasons are not far from perception. Why it's happening? Okay, so it's on one level we can see that there is a global change, and not on this period we just see it more. It becomes sort of, the symptoms are more clear, but they were there. We chose not to look at them. Definitely, everyone who is connected or living in the world today, it's easier to say, well, maybe not in my generation, maybe in the generation to come, and maybe my children and grandchildren will survive it, or the floating above water will grace them as well. But it's happening, and when it will start, as you know, as an avalanche, it starts small, but then it increase its speed and its volume, not in relation to the beginning trickle of its appearance. Okay, so it's a wake-up call, darkness. It's a wake-up call in terms of how it happens. When we speak about Tzimtzum Bet, meaning Bina, which is Elohim, which is extending herself to Malchut, to be able to get some grip of perception of the process that Malchut can go through. Without Bina, it cannot progress, it cannot develop, and definitely it cannot evolve. into it. It's in a state of not being able to move from the position. So when darkness appears, it's a blessing of we are starting to move from our impossible position. Okay, because this is the first I would say phenomena that appears in Malchut is called darkness. What it is actually what is being exposed or revealed in the light of darkness is the state of Malchut that need reformation and can go through reformation. Because here is where I said that the huge effort is of belief, because what is connected to darkness is that this the Holy Ghost is hovering over the water. Okay, so this is where we stand. With in the book of Bamidbar, where the tests are, and it's not the test only for Israel; it's the test, and as the portion of Balak is attesting to, is it's a test for all nations, all humanity. But as though in the portion of Balak, we are getting a glimpse of what is happening behind the screen. Yeah, it's as though the people who are playing the role in history, which is Israel at the time in the desert, do not know actually what is going behind the screen. Okay, this is and the moment it reveals, it's a moment of crisis. It's a moment of test. Yeah, for Israel. So it's not only for Israel, it's for, as I said, what is going to lead the value, the moral issues or the moral value of the world. Okay, is it going to be a relative human value, or it's going to be godly values, and how do you get in touch with them? So this is the question inside the darkness of remembering what I forgot. Okay, so and anyone who tried to remedy the situation does not understand the situation. It's like building a house on a known crack that everyone knows that it's going to widen. Okay, it's going to be open. Yeah, it's a time of you can say that it's in Kabbalistic term. It's a time where mouth appears. Mouth. We have three mouths that were created in the twilight between Friday and Saturday, which is the mouth of the earth that swallowed Korach. Yeah. The mouth of the mare, and the female donkey of Bilam. Okay, and the mouth of the well of the well of Miriam. They are all the mouth of Aviyah. This is the root of them, meaning they are all. Mouth is always Malchut as a screen, meaning as an intention to get into, to be in contact with the light, so it could interpret the will of the Creator. This is the mouth, because the mouth utters the will. Yeah. Okay. So even the readings of what or of the portion in Bamidbar, in the wilderness, speaks about it. Okay, they speak that. They speak the passage, and they speak the interim time. We are in interim time, and interim time is a time that we can redefine our importances. So we are judged by our I would say related actions. Related action it's the actions that are being evoked or are being evoked in us through our intention, study, presence, and prayer. So it's a very good time for praying. It's a very good time to actually ask yourself where your loyalty lies. Loyalty to your spirit, to yourself, to that which portrays itself in your spirit as your God.